Hey everybody, it's Andy aka Max Ryder. We are back at the, we're still here at the Nether portal. I'm going to work on the portal road today with you guys. We're going to first chop out a nice wide road to use, make it a little bigger than it presently is, and then we're going to actually deal with, I hear that jerk, deal with putting down some stuff. I do not have the right pick for this, but screw it. I also want to talk to you guys about one of the more recent Call of Cthulhu games I ran. I started for a new... Oh, I don't want to take those. As a matter of fact, my inventory is completely full. Oh, check my recipe book. Let's leave behind some of this cobblestone. I ran a game of Call of Cthulhu a while back. Not too long ago. I started a new group, small group. I didn't start a new group per se, but I did start a group of people who had never played Call of Cthulhu before, for the most part, or had not played very much. So it was some new people in Nerd Network, and they were interested. I also invited Caitlin and Amberlyn to play, because they had been missing a few games, and it was convenient for them. So they started with one called The Inheritance from one of the monographs, one of the Call of Cthulhu monographs. Now, monographs are generally really awful. They're just not very good. What am I doing here? How wide is this thing supposed to be? This is the center, so we have to lose these guys too. Yeah. The monograph was called Horror Stories, I believe, from the Red Room. And it's not great. Very simple, but it is something that I've been looking for in Call of Cthulhu for a very long time, and that's a ghost story. There are very few ghost stories, actually, for Call of Cthulhu. Most of them are... They're either going to be monsters and creatures... Is that right? That doesn't look right. Here's the center. So this is right. Is that right? It feels wrong. So go boop, boop. Oh no, it's here. There we go. Uh-oh. I'm wearing my junk gear, so if I do get killed, it won't be the end of the world, but I still won't be terribly happy. So basically I'm just doing this work to have something to do while I'm telling you guys this story. So let's get on with it. So we had 5 players. One or two who had never played. One guy did not do much tabletop. And he ended up making a dilettante, which I thought was a good idea. That was my suggestion, actually. And then... Is this right? Grab these things. Another guy was a mechanic, another guy was a soldier, and then we had the 2 women playing were... hold on, this does not look right. That doesn't look right either, though. Is it? I guess it is. Yeah, I guess that's right. And then what I plan on doing is something like this. At least here. But anyway, so they got a call from a lawyer. The women were playing a milliner who sold hats. And Caitlin was playing a nurse. A Russian nurse, actually, which was kind of interesting. So they had been hired by a lawyer to find out if they could the disposition of a certain Reginald Clark. His house had been abandoned. He had disappeared. Blah 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 blah. And so it was like, hey, we need this guy found. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut today, and I will worry about. Basically, we're doing this because I think that'll be tall enough. And we don't change height at all anywhere, so we should be good. So, this gentleman disappeared from his house 7 years ago. They wanted to claim him legally dead so they could deal with his inheritance and all that jazz. And so these people were hired to go to the house, make sure he wasn't there. He had disappeared, and so had like the maid, and police had searched the house and everything, but just double check it. Look for a will. They had no will. And talk to cops about, you know, had they found anything out. Oops. Basically general, normal Cthulhu, malarkey, MacGuffin kind of stuff. So they headed up to they started in Bristol, Connecticut. They were going to Sandusfield, Massachusetts. Sandusfield is a big area. It's a town / township, but it's also several towns. It's kind of hard to explain. It was kind of strange for me. They go to New Boston. They talk to the police. Very nice constable there was like, yeah, here's the police report. You're welcome to look to it. I'm sorry that the sergeant didn't get back with the lawyer friend. He's on a fishing trip, and he's not real good with paperwork. So that's why he never got back together with your guys. Sorry. But he showed him the police report. There wasn't much to it. The man and the girl had just disappeared. No sign of either one of them. Yeah, and then that was it. And the house had sat vacant for the last 7 years. So they went to check it out. They found that the house did not have electricity. There was no line running to it. And one of the characters brought his dog. The dog would not go in the house. So that was kind of a cool little creepy thing that I didn't know anybody would have a dog, so that's how I did that. So he left his dog. He had a motorcycle with a sidecar, and his dog rode in the sidecar. And he put his dog in the sidecar, and they went in. House is old, dirty, dusty, dingy. And they start looking around. Whoops, a little bit of a flub there. And they split up immediately, which is perfect. And it's what you would do normally. None of these people had any brushes with the supernatural or anything of that, like that at all. So they went on and searched. In the basement were the nurse and the soldier. See, yeah, you can ride a horse down here. This will be good. And then I'm going to put a floor of cobblestone. That's probably it. I'm going to be lazy about it, since it's almost entirely underground. Damn it, that's okay. So the soldier and the nurse go downstairs into the basement. And, oh, Mistress Callan is back. Callan? There we go. They go into the basement, look around a little bit. He thought that there would be some way for the lamps to have oil. There really wasn't. There kind of was. There wasn't really in the game, so I ended up retroing it out for the role-playing journals. Anyway, so what the hell? Okay. Okay, we're still good. Now, meanwhile, upstairs, the dilettante is gone into the parlor, and all of a sudden it turns into, like, super clean. Nothing's there. He sees a man playing the piano. A woman comes in, a maid. The old man asks her name, and she tells him. And then everything just vanishes and goes back the way it was. All dirty, dusty, hasn't been lived in years. Just awful. So he calls to the to the hat shop lady is what we will call her. Hat shop lady. Okay, hold on. I want this to be. Holy crap! Am I full already? We're almost here. This has gone very quickly. Oh, nice. Okay, we're just gonna drop off all that stuff. And I'll drop this off. Head back to it. Ooh. There's cobblestone here too. We will grab these. Let's finish this side corner and this, and so. Is this right? Yeah, this is right so far. Okay, to another one. Let's go ahead and make another pick real quick. So, that's weird. The hat girl had been looking in the dining room, found some candles, so that was a good thing. And meanwhile, upstairs, the guy upstairs goes all the way to the 3rd floor, finds some rooms up there, including like servants' quarters, and realizes it feels like there is something missing. Like there should be another room up here somewhere. he sees somebody, an old man, dragging a girl up the stairs. She's all beat up and just regaining consciousness. So it's kind of like a what is up with that? All right, let's see. We would have one. Meh, 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 meh. So that stays and this goes. I'm thinking. That look right? Yeah, that looks right. That looks right. Okay, let's get some torches up. Man, what else happened? So the people downstairs realize they're seeing stuff. They decide to go upstairs. They find him. So they're looking around this room, trying to figure out, what's going on. Why are they seeing things? What the heck is up with all this stuff and such? And the dilettante goes and checks other rooms. He finds a cold spot. He finds like a schoolroom because the guy had a kid apparently who died because he ate lime by accident. It's kind of a tragic history for this family. Okay. Yeah, and that's the 3 wide. Okay, so we're gonna stop here. This is plenty for now, and I'm gonna next episode we will continue on with the story, and I will get working on the floor here to take us out. So thanks for watching, everybody. Kind of boring, but is what it is. Needs done. Lots of fun. All that good stuff. I will talk to y'all next time.